Listen, there's something I must tell you about the last 5 months of 2025. It may overturn everything you've believed about yourself. If you carry the particular marks I'm about to describe, if you felt that hollow ache of never truly belonging, then August through December 2025 will not be just another quarter on the calendar. It will be the moment you wake up. I know that sounds large, but truth often arrives like shattered glass, sudden, sharp, and impossible to ignore. This message found you for a reason, not because an algorithm pushed it in front of you, but because a part of you has been crying out for recognition, and finally the universe answered. Have you ever stared at your palms at night and felt as if they belonged to someone else? Noticing lines that seem to murmur things just out of reach? There's a cause for that sensation. Today I'll explain why some of you were marked before you drew your first breath. Why the letter M or a crescent moon etched across your palm is not a random quirk. It's a scar from a sacred agreement you don't remember signing. I'm not offering sugar-coated hope or spiritual platitudes to make you feel better. I speak from having walked through the very darkness you may be in now. I've carried the same heavy, impossible mix of feeling too much and not enough at once. And I found something that turned everything upside down. Something about these marks and what the final months of 2025 will bring. Before we go further, do this. Press your palms together like you're praying, fingers straight. Look where the lines meet beneath your fingers. Can you see it? How certain lines fold into shapes, symbols intended only for those ready to decode them. The letter M doesn't announce itself for everyone. For some, it's unmistakable, carved deep and bold across the skin. For others, it's faint, made by the meeting of the headline, heartline, lifeline, and the fate line when you press your hands together. When they align, they form the sacred M, quietly declaring, you were meant for more. Then there's the crescent moon, even more quietly mysterious. Examine where your thumb joins your palm. Do the folds form a soft arc? For some people the moon is a neat curved mark, as if the cosmos drew a tiny moon in your hand. For others it appears only when you curl your fingers slightly and watch the shadowed creases. Both forms speak the same truth. You're tethered to cycles far larger than your daily mind can hold. Some of you bear both signs. If that's you, take a breath. Carrying both the M and the crescent is like having lightning braided into your veins. It doesn't mean you're merely sensitive. It means you channel currents of energy most people can't sense. What breaks my heart is this. Most of you spent your life apologizing for these gifts. You were labeled too emotional when you felt others' pain before they spoke. Too intense when small talk felt like a betrayal to your depth. Difficult for refusing to stay in places where your spirit felt stifled. You learned to hide, to dim your flame until you barely noticed it. You pretended the marks were meaningless even while they burned with an unnamed purpose. But your body remembered. That's why crowds wear you down in ways sleep cannot heal. That's why certain people make your energy withdraw as if for protection. That's why you can walk into a room and sense who's lying, who's suffering, who has worn away their own face under heavy masks. The exhaustion you feel isn't merely physical, it's spiritual. It is your soul tired of translating itself into a language this world understands, tired of shrinking to fit through doors never built for beings like you. Now, standing at the doorway of September 2025, everything is poised to change. Not because a date says so, but because long-running cosmic cycles are finally lining up. The same currents that shaped those lines in your palms are now readying whatever has been sleeping inside you. Hear me clearly. The last 5 months of 2025 are not merely a span of time. They are an initiation. If you carry these marks and have always felt like an outsider, these months will either crack you open or set you free. There is no middle ground for the marked. August arrives like a storm. but the first thunder is inside you. One morning you will wake and know you cannot keep pretending, not in small ways, but at the core of how you show up. Masks you have worn for years will feel searing, intolerable. Your patience for shallow connections evaporates. This isn't a decision you make with your head, it's a bodily reaction. Your system will refuse fake energy. You may get queasy in conversations that once seemed harmless. You may suddenly have headaches around people who drain you. Your energy field begins to protect itself automatically, without asking your permission. I know how frightening it feels to watch friendships fall apart, to see family become strangers, to watch a life you knew dissolve. Yet this breaking is clearing debris, not abandoning you. You cannot build a true home on unstable ground. What falls away reveals the solid earth beneath, the only place where something real can be built. October brings the second surge. Intuition doesn't just sharpen, it opens into undeniable clarity. If you bear the M in your palm, it turns into an antenna. Knowledge arrives as certainty where logic cannot follow. A name will pop into your head just before a call. You'll cancel plans and later learn you dodged a drain. For those with the crescent moon, September rewrites sleep. Your dreams are precise and prophetic. You'll dream conversations that play out the next day, symbols that point you to what you need. Your sleeping mind becomes a truer guide than your waking one. If you carry both marks, you will see you're more than intuitive. You're a bridge. Information will pass through you from places you can't name but can no longer deny. You may write lines you don't remember composing, speak truths you didn't know you knew, bring things into being that feel like they came through you rather than from you. November hits like lightning. Creativity doesn't just increase, it erupts. This isn't merely about painting or music, it's the realization that thought influences form. You will think of something or someone, and circumstances align in ways that feel impossible. The barrier between thought and manifestation thins. You'll need to tend your mind like a garden, pull out seeds of fear before they root into reality. In powerful moments of creation, the M in your palm may warm. The crescent might tingle as you move with the current. These are not metaphors but bodily confirmations. You are a channel for forces larger than your separate self. October will show you why solitude was protection rather than punishment. You were being tuned like a rare instrument, prepared to play a song only you can hear. This month, you will finally hear your true note. December strips everything away. Roles, masks, identities you wore to make others comfortable fall off like old paint. What's left is raw, honest, and at times overwhelming. The marks on your palms vibrate with purpose, sometimes felt physically, more often sensed as an inner pulse. You won't discover your purpose in November, you will remember it, as if a secret you hid even from yourself rises back into awareness. Some of you will discover you are healers, not because you wield herbs or crystals, but because your presence itself rebalances people around you. Others will learn they are breakers of broken systems, here to dismantle what no longer serves the whole. Some will become bridges between the fading world and what's rising. A rare few will hold frequency, steadying vibrations that keep doorways open so others can cross. But know this, November asks for sacrifice. You cannot carry a new frequency while dragging the old life behind you. Something must fall. And usually what falls first is everything built on the version of you that was pretending. It will feel like dying, because in many ways it is. The false self resists. It screams, bargains, and creates chaos to survive. Let it make noise. Let it go. What is being born on the other side is worth every burned page of the past. Then December arrives like morning after the longest night, soft light, everything more honest. Integration, embodiment, becoming. You are not the person who began this in August. You cannot be. The lines on your palms stop being mere marks. They become active gateways to your true strength. In December you stop chasing truth and start living it. You stop hunting for your people and instead broadcast the frequency that draws them in. You stop apologizing for your intensity. You begin to use it as the sacred instrument it always was. When you look back at the life you had before August 2025, it will feel like reading someone else's story. Someone you loved and honor, but someone you can no longer be. Once you taste this kind of remembering, ignorance isn't an option anymore. Here's the most vital thing. These 5 months are not happening to you. They are happening through you. Each relationship that falls away clears space for soul ties that actually see you. Each old pattern breaking opens room for new ways of being that match who you are becoming. If a small, ancient recognition is stirring inside you now, if your hands tingle where those marks sit, if something deep in your bones whispers finally, then I want you to do one thing. Comment below these words: I am ready for activation. Not so I can tally numbers, but so your own soul can hear the commitment leave your lips. Now look at your palms again. Trace the M with a fingertip. Follow the crescent moon's curve. These lines are not random. They are maps to everything you have been searching for. Evidence that you were never broken. You were encoded with information this world was not prepared to receive until now. Subscribe to this channel, not for entertainment, but for navigation. What unfolds in these 5 months has never been mapped before. We are not only witnessing the close of 2025, we are laying the blueprint for what comes next. Share this with those you know who carry the marks. Those who have felt born into the wrong time, the wrong place, the wrong frequency. Be selective. This message is not for everyone. It is for the ones who have spent their lives waiting to remember why they came here. The universe does not mark people for comfort. It marks them for necessity. And necessity rarely knocks in soft robes. But I know, with every part of me, that you would not have these marks if you could not bear what they call you toward. So stop pretending you do not feel it. Stop explaining away the rush of recognition moving through your system. Stop dimming your light to fit other people's comfort. The time for hiding is over. The time for apologizing is done. The time for acting like you are ordinary when you were made to be extraordinary died the moment you started reading this. These last 5 months of 2025 belong to the marked. To those who have carried both heaven and hell in their palms and survived. To those who have been branded too much, too intense, too difficult, too sensitive, and still refuse to break. Your activation begins now. Not when you feel ready, not when things are easier, not when you finally feel worthy. Worthiness was never the issue. You were marked before you were born. You were chosen before you could choose. Now stop running from that truth. Start embodying everything it opens for you. Welcome to your becoming. Welcome to the final 5 months of 2025. Welcome home.